Hello everyone, back tuning into the second update for the Cheltenham Festival. So the events updates are well and truly underway now at Gazovic. From now through to September, we will be doing updates for many events, sporting events, festivals, and also, of course, bank holidays. We've got Easter coming up very soon, so updates of that will start in around a week's time, I think. So, yeah, events page for the spring-summer of 2018 is well and truly underway, and the first sort of big sporting event of the spring and summer season is the Cheltenham Festival. So we did update one for that a couple of nights ago. This is update 2, and we're going to go from Tuesday, day 1 of the Cheltenham Festival, through to Friday, which is of course is the day of the Cheltenham Gold Cup. So we'll see what's happening on the latest GFS run for this event. Right now, we're going to begin on Tuesday. So this is the first day of the Cheltenham meet, and we're going to find on Tuesday that we have a little bit of a transient ridge here across the country, but low pressure is not far away. Keep in mind this, I'm talking about weather that's several days away. Timings are subject to change. So as it is, this doesn't look too bad because we are under a slight transient ridge. And of course, if this low pressure advances a bit quicker, say 6 hours quicker than the model is predicting tonight, then what looks like a reasonably okay sort of day here would actually turn out to be quite an unsettled and wet day. So timings are a little bit subject to change, but as is, day 1 doesn't look too bad. Tuesday 13th of March. The upper air temperature's a little bit on the cool side, but nothing too bad, and with light winds and a reasonable amount of sunshine, I think it will feel relatively pleasant down there in the Gloucestershire area. So this is how the precipitation is looking for Tuesday. It's a mainly dry day, a few showers being suggested down in the southwest, especially through to the middle part of the afternoon. This is 3 in the afternoon on Tuesday, but really I think many parts of the country having a dry day. You would expect and hope that Cheltenham would manage to stay dry as well. Temperatures look like that, so we're talking about temperatures of around 10 or 11 degrees, about average really for the time of year. And in the marked sunshine and the light winds, I think that will feel very pleasant. However, it all goes rather downhill for day 2. So this is Wednesday, and low pressure, that low pressure that was in the Atlantic, has moved in from the west, and now we're in a much more unsettled weather pattern. That little transient ridge has well and truly gone. The upper air temperatures have actually lifted up a little bit, but the downside of that is that we're bringing in plenty of rain. So a lot of wet weather in the west at midday on Wednesday, and then that rain only very slowly starts to push a little bit further eastwards through the afternoon. That's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday. So day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival would be very wet, I'm afraid. The ground would be pretty sodden, I'm afraid, there. So a really wet day 2 for the Cheltenham Festival. And it's colder as well. Temperatures here have been sealed, despite the fact that the upper air temperatures have lifted up, temperatures have been sealed to only be around 5, 6 or 7 degrees. That's really been caused by the intensity of the rain. It's a very heavy band of rain moving in, and of course that cools the air down, especially when you have relatively light winds as well. So a cold, wet afternoon, quite unpleasant for day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival. And then it just gets worse. This is day 3, Thursday 15th of March, when we've developed an area of low pressure right over top of the country, and particularly focusing it on England and Wales as well. So obviously that looks very unsettled. There's the upper air temperatures. They're not too bad, but it's going to be pouring with rain. That's the rainfall forecast for midday on Thursday. Very wet day, and particularly focusing, unfortunately, on southwest England, southwest Wales and the southwest Midlands. So in the Chelmsford area, that on this particular run for next Thursday looks very, very wet indeed. And that rain just continues for Cheltenham, I'm afraid, into Thursday afternoon. Really wet afternoon there for many northern and western parts of the country. So again, it's a bit of a washout being signalled, and it's quite cold as well. Again, that's caused by the intensity of the rainfall. So temperatures in the range of around sort of 4 to 7 degrees there for Cheltenham. It will be a cold and wet couple of days for Wednesday and Thursday. And then we go through to Friday, the final day, day 4 of the Cheltenham Festival. And, of course, it's the day of the Cheltenham Gold Cup as well. And it looks unsettled, but we've lost that area of low pressure. That's headed up towards Scotland. So, although low pressure is the main driver of the weather here, it's actually a better day for the final day of the event. Upper air temperatures are quite cool by this point. There's still a suggestion of showers, and of course you can expect showers because it's low pressure that's in control overall. So, I mean, we do have showers to contend with, and they could be heavy, I suppose, maybe even with hail or a rumble of thunder. But we're not talking about that persistent, very wet weather, continuously wet weather that looks like it starts on Tuesday and lasts right through to Wednesday. And because there's more sunshine around, temperatures have lifted up. So we're back up to around 9 or 10 degrees. Still a little bit cool, I suppose, for the middle of March, but it will certainly feel much more pleasant compared to those very wet days, cold and wet days on Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's very similar, really, this to update number 1. Overall, looking at a very unsettled Cheltenham Festival again for update 2. Timings have changed a little bit, but overall it looks like we start off with a reasonable day for day 1. Days 2 and 3, cold, wet, bit of a washout, unfortunately, Wednesday and Thursday. And then it does improve for the Gold Cup on Friday. Still low pressure dominating, so it's still showery, but at least it is showers and not that persistent, relentless rain that's been signalled for Tuesday and for Wednesday. Some of the showers probably quite heavy, but temperatures are back closer to average after a couple of very cold and wet days on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you're planning to go to this, I suggest you will need to think about taking your wet weather gear, certainly for those 2 midweek days on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll probably do another update around Sunday or Monday, so check that for update 3 then. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.